Happy Valentine's Day. So here I'm coming at you today. I was thinking about doing this dessert type product with using keto chow for Valentine's Day to make some sort of Valentine's thing. And I tell you, I didn't know what to do. I was kind of thinking, well, this and well, that. And then the other day I saw a video where Steve from Serious Keto had, he was making keto chows, chocolate toffee bacon bark or something like that. And I seen how simple this recipe was to make this bark. And so I've got on Keto Chow's website and I've looked at that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit different spin on it. And I'm going to use strawberry keto chow, because what goes better on Valentine's than chocolate covered strawberries? Now, this ain't going to be a chocolate covered strawberry, but it's going to be, I'm going to use white chocolate, dark chocolate, and milk chocolate. I'm going to make all three varieties with the strawberry keto chow, and see how it cracks up. All right, so we're going to start off using the milk chocolate. I've got these little cup holders here. I figured, measuring cups anyway, I figured being Valentine's Day, why not, right? So I've got Lily's brand milk chocolate style bacon chips, and I'm going to use 1 cup of those and a 1/4 cup of virgin coconut oil, organic. So let me mix that. All right, so we've got our 1 cup of chocolate milk and our 1/4 cup of coconut oil. And then we put that in the microwave 30 seconds at a time, stirring until it's nice and melted. So here, after the first 30 seconds, we can see that it's starting to melt a little bit, but it's not quite really melted yet. So we're going to throw it in again. So here's a minute, and it's looking pretty good after a minute. Stir it up nice. Now that we got that stirred up, we're going to add our strawberry. And now I am using the strawberry, not the natural strawberry. You use what you want. And we're going to get that mixed up. All right, so now I've got this nice little heart-shaped molds here, again fitting for Valentine's Day, and I am going to fill these up. So now that I have that batch poured into my molds, I'm going to sprinkle it with some coarse sea salt from Redmond Real Salt. Just gonna sprinkle a little bit on top, just to give it a little bit of flavor, because salt is flavor. All right, and then we're going to pop this in the freezer. All right, so I got the first batch in the freezer with the strawberry and the milk chocolate. I mean, you see how simple this recipe is. It's 3 ingredients. I added the 4th with the salt, which was one of the optional things with the keto chow recipe on the toffee bacon bark as well. So I've got that one in the freezer, and I've got 2 more to start preparing. So with the white chocolate, I will be using Lily's white chocolate chips and the virgin coconut oil, organic. Same measurements. Now, I will say that when doing the milk chocolate, I had that 7-ounce bag, and the bags that I have on these other two are 9-ounce bags. Using that 7-ounce bag, it was pretty much right spot on to the 1 cup. Let's pop this one in the microwave. After 1 minute. Looks like we're gonna stir those up pretty good this time too, after pretty steady on both the milk and white chocolates. Look like a minute does it pretty good. And adding in the strawberry keto chow. I have yet another heart mold to use with the white chocolate. I'm gonna try to cut it off just a little sooner this time so that I don't overfill each hole. Whoop. I said try. Finish filling it up. Alright, so there's that one. And again, we're gonna sprinkle a little coarse salt. You know, if you had a pan underneath this, which is what I put underneath the other one after I'd salted it to give it support when I moved it. But if you had something like that underneath of it while you were doing this, if that salt fell off, it would have fell into that pan and you'd still have it. Although, I'll eat that too. So in the time that I was preparing this one has already started to harden up a little bit, probably. Yeah. All right, back in the freezer. And on to the dark chocolate. Again, Lily's. And another 9-ounce bag. We're going to get 1 cup out of it, save the rest. Now, I'd also like to say, in measuring out this coconut oil, a lot of times you end up, it's because it hardens after it, like butter. And what I done is just like the chocolate, I put the whole jar in the microwave 30 seconds at a time. It took two times around, minute, just like with the chocolate chips. And it was a whole lot more solid parts in there after the minute, but took a spoon, stirred it up, and you know, it looks pretty liquidy, and that helps to be able to pour it into the measuring cup, just like so. All right, so we're on to the dark chocolate. And into the microwave. Alright, so after 30 seconds, looks like they're maybe a little bit more meltier than the others were after 30 seconds. But now they are a smaller chip as well. But throwing in another 30. Alright, so 1 minute. And again, it looks like it's melted up pretty good. And mixity mix. Whoa, getting a little wild. Alright, so in the first 2 batches, I got enough room left here. See, 1, 2, 3 plus 1, 1, 2, 3 plus 2. I got 1, 2, 1, 2, and almost a whole nother one. So I am going to use the same molds because I don't have a third one. Alright, so as you can see, I filled in these 2 in this little piece, and then I was able to get these 4 here as well. Getting over in here, it's kind of slanted up a little bit because of the pan, so they're not actually quite full. So it looks like we got pretty much the same amount of hearts in every batch, which was your 14. This first batch was 13, but I overfilled a few actually. But I got approximately 14 hearts out of each of 3 batches. All right, let's pop them in the freezer. Wait around for them to harden about 10 minutes. All right, so here's 10 minutes from the last batch, which is this one. And we'll see how easy this is. Now, the recipe did say 10 minutes, but that was using the 8x8 pan, so it would have had a certain thickness to it. This may be a little different. However, looks pretty good. Now, where my thumb was touching, right there, it did kind of melt pretty quickly. We'll see how they do if I pop them off here, put them on the tray, and throw them back in for a few minutes. Now, as I continue to take these out, I do notice I can touch these, and they're not melting real quick like the dark chocolate done, which the dark chocolate was the last ones I done. So I think popping them back in there for a little bit's really gonna do them some good. All right, so now that I got them done, I'm gonna give them each a little taste here. This one here is the milk chocolate. They are frozen, so and I think they're supposed to actually be a little thinner for that crack type. Yeah. It's pretty good. That's a strawberry piece of chocolate. I like it. And white chocolate. A little salt in it there. And I did notice as I was eating the milk chocolate that it was melting in my fingers. But hey, it licked off pretty well. It's good. For the white chocolate, right off the bat, it's not as hard as the milk chocolate was. And again, both the white chocolate and the strawberries coming through real well. I'll tell you, it's another good piece of chocolate. Yeah. It melted a little bit. Real biggie though, huh? Look at that. Clean as a whistle. And now for the dark chocolate. And again, just as the milk chocolate, it's a lot firmer. It is pretty thick though. Let's see that. But again, like I say, it's a winner. I will say, I'll include the nutrition for these things separated down into 14 pieces. And each one is kind of high up in carbs. Whoop! But I hope you like the recipe. I hope you like the candy if you try it. I like it. It's good. And again, happy Valentine's Day.